Guys, I made it to Colombia. After my last match in Telda, I flew out that night to Madrid and then had a night there, and then in the morning from Madrid had a 10-hour, almost 11-hour flight to Bogota. Got to Bogota around 1 p.m. and then had like a 3-hour bus ride to Anapoima. I think that's how you pronounce it. But I got here last night at 7. You can see the view there. Let me check. There we go. Very nice view. The courts are... It's kind of scary, actually. It's raining today. But the courts are that way. Can you see? Where is it? The fence there. The court's right there, so it's very close. Walking distance, like 2 minutes. Not even. But yeah, I made it last night at 7 p.m. and have a couple days to practice here. It's very humid, very hot. Hopefully I can try to get used to the conditions and then compete and fight and try to win. I'll give you guys a little tour of the resort that I'm staying in. This is the walk up to breakfast. The country club is in a nature reserve, so we're surrounded by a lot of beautiful scenery with a lot of mountains and lakes. And this is where we have our meals every day. These are the match courts. They look really nice. They're very well maintained. But the practice courts are a bit farther away. They're still in the resort, but it's about a 5-minute golf cart ride away through the golf course and through the nature reserve. Before I get on with the match, I want to give a big shout out to Alex Au, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right, for this coffee before my match. If you'd like to buy me a coffee while I'm traveling and on the road, please check out the link in the comments below. In this match, I play Julieta Estable from Argentina, who is the 5th seed of this tournament. This is my 3rd time playing her in the span of about 6 months. The first time I lost in a close 3-setter. The second time she beat me in straight sets, so hopefully 3rd time's the charm. This is my first time playing her in altitude, and my game plan coming in was to not play too many long points, try to keep a lot of pressure on her, fast through the baseline, trying to get her to pop the ball up short and finish inside the court. Both of us were serving quite well in this match, especially in the altitude, because the ball goes through the air a little bit quicker and it doesn't lose as much pace after it hits the ground. As you can see here with my court positioning on the second serve return, I'm trying to be really aggressive, take the ball early, and have the ball go quickly through the court, even if I was missing a few more returns, because, in my opinion, in this match, the reward of the pressure that I was constantly putting on her service games was worth the risk of missing a few second serve returns. Okay, I know that was terrible there, but I tried. I've always wanted to hit a tweener in a match, so I did my best. So far, neither of us have been close to facing a break point on our serves yet, which is very rare in women's tennis. That was a really good shot by her there. She really likes the backhand line. This was a pretty good point by me. A decent kick serve to get her off the court, and then inside in to finish. These last two returns are a great example of what I meant earlier about taking the return early and putting pressure on her. Here I tried it again on set point actually, but she had a great second serve and I missed. A bit unlucky on this serve here. I had thought that it was just out, but when I went up to it and checked the markage, I had just clipped the line. Tough point there to lose this set 7-6, 7-4 in the tiebreaker, but she played a great point. Didn't feel like I did much wrong there in the first set. I did have a chance at a set point on her serve, but I just thought if I kept going, I'll get my chances. Tried to take the ball early there and keep being aggressive, but ball took a bit of a weird bounce. But in my head I was telling myself it's fine, gotta keep sticking with the game plan and being aggressive. Finally, here at 3-all in the second set, I was able to break and go up 4-3. I've been playing my service games pretty well all match, but with a couple of loose errors in this game, I faced my first break point of the match. Another really good backhand line by her. But if you see here, I usually never put my hands on my knees during the match, but I started feeling a little bit sick to my stomach. I'm not sure if I was getting overheated or maybe a little bit of heat stroke, but I just felt like the water that I was drinking on the changeovers was just getting stuck in my stomach, and my stomach felt like a water balloon. And every time I was running or serving, I just felt really nauseous. So I decided to try to finish the points within 3 shots, because the longer the points went, the more nauseous I felt. And it actually worked. I was able to get a set point and serve out the set 6-4. Stable starts off the third set serving. I'm trying to do the same thing, try to keep the points short. I could feel that I wasn't moving as well anymore. Still feeling quite nauseous. Good return there to save game point, but wasn't able to win the game. And as soon as the game was over, I was about to puke. I called for the physio, and immediately I couldn't hold it in anymore. I was hoping the trainer had some kind of medicine to help my stomach, but all she could give me was electrolytes. And to be honest, at that point, it was probably a little bit too late anyways. So we continue the match, and I go down love 30 on my serve. I go down break point here, and trying to be aggressive still, but maybe a little too aggressive on that one. At this point, I'm just trying to keep the score close, try to put some scoreboard pressure on her, hoping maybe if it gets close to the end of the match, maybe she'll mess up and give me a chance. I was able to break back and hold serve to go 2-all, but as the match was going on, I wasn't feeling any better physically, and when I'm trying to play an aggressive game style, if I can't keep up physically, it's hard to keep executing at that high level. After getting broken at 2-3, I tried to compete the best I could and tried to stay in it as much as I can. I felt like I gave myself a good chance here in this game. I got it back to deuce, but after losing this game, I felt like it was the nail in the coffin for me. It was too hard to come back physically from 5-2 down. A bit disappointed with how the match ended, considering that I felt like I was playing well, serving well. The game plan was starting to work in the second set. But the takeaways from this match, I think, are that my level's there, I'm playing well, so I just gotta keep my head up and keep going. After the match, I was still puking on the side of the court, but the good thing is I have about 3 weeks before my next tournament, so I can go home and take a break.